Video explain.
Video explain.
G'day.
G'day. How are you, mate?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. Just sudden emphasis. What do you call it? An emphatic.
Emphysema.
No, it's just empathy. Empathy for people who have lung diseases. There's actually nothing wrong with me at all. I'm just so much of a wanker that I empathise with people by mimicking their symptoms.
Oh, yeah.
So
that works for you.
Oh, it works very well. I mean, I get often people start hitting me, but they get offended when I hang out at hospitals and things like that and start coughing and spluttering, and then they realise I'm not sick at all.
Yeah.
But
downer.
Well, yeah, but it gives them the will to live, just to beat the shit out of me and and push me out of the hospital. It's like they won't even let me stand around the smoking section, which is getting further away from the hospital, which is quite sad.
Yeah, you can't smoke anywhere anymore.
No, I mean, how many doctors smoke? And nurses and whatever, they see death every fucking day of their lives.
Political correctness gone mad.
It is. You should be able to smoke anywhere you like you used to be able to. Smoke in cars with kids. School buses filled with cigar smoke. Yeah, sorry.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, no, you sound pretty good. Sweet voice. Very sexy. Sexy.
My flip phone died.
Holy shit, what happened? What's the story there?
The battery just wouldn't charge, so I just chucked it.
Oh my God. And you that was your favourite phone?
Yeah, now I borrowed my flatmate's phone, which is an even older phone.
Oh, well. Even older?
Yeah.
What's older than the flip phone? The rotary phone. That's what you must be on.
Yeah.
The rotary mobile. It's got like this massive radioactive battery pack stuck to it.
Yeah, I've got an operator in the room here with me to connect my calls.
That is good. At least we can chat. That's the main thing. Even if you are back in the 20th century, I can still hear you.
I'm back in 2002.
Well, let's not fuck around. We're here to talk about, this is a bit of a departure from our last few songs, video clips that we've yes.
We've got a modern song.
Oh, it's yes. No, look, this is a huge change of pace for us.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the name of the song. I've actually done a bit of research on this. I've watched the video clip 3 times, and
I watched it before.
Yeah, I struggled to remember the name of the song or the artist.
It's Ariana Grande.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the song?
The song's called No Tears Left to Cry.
Now, did that come from memory, or is that written down somewhere?
That's YouTube. It just remembers it all for me.
Oh, okay. So I've got it written in front of me as well. But when I actually went to type it into YouTube earlier, I could not remember the name of the song. I couldn't remember the artist at all. I think the subtext for this whole conversation really is us being old men, get off my lawn kind of shitbags who have, had their day in the sun when they were fucking young, and they were the ones that were radical, and now we're just moaning and complaining about the youth.
Well, it's just not as good as Nirvana.
It's not as good as anything I've ever heard in my life.
It's just so fucking bland. It's got like 4 billion views.
Well, actually, that's a bit of a subtext as well. It's going to go through the top 10 most viewed songs on YouTube, because this one is nowhere near as popular as those top 10, and this song has already had 500 million views, so it's just a little bit less than 500 million people, or 500 million views on YouTube for this particular song, right? Now, this song was released roughly, I think about 6 months ago, I think. Now, I didn't understand the subtext of it, so I've done some research on the song, who made the video clip, what's the meaning behind it, all that. And it's actually...
I hadn't even heard of Ariana Grande.
No, I'd never heard of her either. But this is the whole subtext though. We're the get off the lawn guys. We're basically, Clint Eastwood in fucking Gran Torino. That's basically us now,
It's not, but it's not my fault if like this shit, because I do like some modern songs if they're good.
Right.
I just think it's bland as fuck.
Okay, well that was my first impression. Now I've done some research, as I said. I mean, first of all, let's just talk about Ariana Grande. I've done some research on her. She's age 25. She's very young. Okay, her debut album came out 5 years ago when she was 20, which was number one. It debuted at number one in the United States on the Billboard chart. Okay, so not a bad effort for a debut album at the age of 20. Okay, her vocal range is amazing. I wouldn't get that from this song. When I listened to the song on YouTube, I thought this is heavily processed. This could probably be a mediocre singer with auto-tune, up the arse, everything else, right? But she actually has a 4-octave soprano vocal range, supposedly, and is capable of reaching the whistle register, which I've never even fucking heard of before until today.
So what can hear her?
Robots can hear her. Dogs can hear her. It's something that could be used to break into bank vaults. It's so powerful.
It's just so fucking bland, though, the song itself. Like, in the clips, just like horrible CGI shit. And
right.
I should look at the comments.
Oh, no, I've got some comments here. Well, I've actually got comments from legitimate people, not just dickwads on YouTube, but this is, real people. Like, what have we got here? Someone from, Megan Garvey. I don't know who that is. Striking in its optimism, the soundtrack for the exact moment that you decide to keep going. Laura Snapes of The Guardian, one of the most joyful, defiant celebrations of pop and the communities it inspires.
Really?
Yeah. New Music, what's NME stand for?
New Music Express.
Very good. This says, tackling hate and devastation with hope and disco. No tears left to cry is a triumph. And finally, Fact, which is apparently a UK magazine. Somber, but triumphant. Even though it includes cringy lyrics, it packs a punch. So, yeah. I got one more. Variety, the breeziest, most danceable kind of post-traumatic recovery anthem. See, because
so what? When you're recovering from heroin overdose or something?
Yeah, that's well.
Chuck on some Ariana Grande.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Have some bacon and eggs.
Speaking of which, I guess the listeners should know that before we started chatting, you sent me a picture of your meal tonight. I don't know if we want to talk about that too early in this conversation.
No, that's fine. It's pork meatloaf.
Oh my God.
I was buying it last year and they stopped supplying it in the supermarket.
Was that because of some industrial disputes or the...
I don't know, but it's this particular weird brand. I can't remember what it's called.
Porky?
It's just this big pink meatloaf.
Yeah.
And it's like $6.
Mm.
You feed a family with it, but I'm alone.
Right, you're home alone. The family's all dead.
Yeah.
It's just you and the pork meatloaf.
You chuck the oven on for 200 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And I just cut slits in it and poured in Worcestershire sauce and pepper.
You did what? You cut slits in it? Oh, my Lord.
Slits in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did it start crying?
Yeah, and then that soaks in the Worcestershire sauce, put a bit of pepper on and just leave it in the oven.
Okay.
For an hour and a half. And
it's quite long.
Yeah, it's pretty meaty.
Right. So it's a whole cooking process there.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting by the oven watching, I guess, while that's happening?
No, I was playing online Scrabble.
Okay, fair enough.
Because again, I'm alone.
Yeah, of course, but still.
I've got 5 games going.
Oh, okay, but with real people or just robots?
Yeah. I guess they're real people.
Yeah. Are you sort of chatting to teenagers? Because I have a friend like that who's...
nah, mate.
Well, it's sort of the
mainly
old age.
It's mainly old people, actually.
Oh, really?
Like old grandfathers and shit seem to play it. I don't chat to them, though.
No, that's good for you to be the youngest person in the virtual room.
Yeah.
You know, and you can kind of talk down to them and tell them how they don't know anything about life anymore.
And they probably reckon Nirvana's shit, and I should listen to Shirley Temple or something.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously Nirvana is basically like your K2, or probably mine too, for that matter. That's like the peak. That's when everything peaked, and then everything after that was kind of just, trying to hold on with some weird grappling pegs.
Well, I did try to get us to do a Smashing Pumpkins clip, but you said you had too much respect for Billy Corgan.
Hey, that was private conversation. You're not meant to be telling everyone. That was because I listened to a podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, no, I don't care. It's private. It's public now. You respect Billy Corgan.
Well,
as Nancy.
Yeah, he kind of really took on board the way people saw him or see him, including myself, and kind of turned that on its head, sort of saying, well, yes, I actually realize that people see me as that dickhead, and sometimes I am a dickhead, and I'm also Billy Corgan, and if you want to know who that is, have a listen. It's like, okay, yeah, well, I will.
So there's two Billy Corgans, one's dickhead, and one's an intellectual genius.
One's just a normal guy, just walks down to the local shop to get his quinoa, and is happy to take fucking happy snaps for people, with the fans.
But like this Ariana Grande song, it just doesn't. You think it can be annoying and get stuck in your head because it's a well-written pop song. It doesn't even do that. It just goes through one ear out the other.
Right. Well, that's an interesting thing too, because with popular music, I've noticed. I mean, there's a certain kind of song that the moment you hear it, it sticks in your head. Now, case in point, there's a song called Pineapple Apple Pen by some crazy Japanese guy. He probably got 1 billion hits on YouTube and never has to work ever again. I played that to my 5-year-old son, and he could recite the very simple lyrics after one view. It's stuck in his head. Right. Maybe it's like a nursery rhyme or whatever. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be effectively catchy enough to stick in the membrane from the get-go as soon as it leaps out of your speakers.
When I was a kid and songs were more catchy, I think this is some kind of millennial disease. There's just and even the rock bands are really soft.
I used to like the Rock Melons. I may as well confess that while we're just trolling through. I don't know why. Someone reminded me of that. I don't want to.
I can't remember what song they had.
Well, neither can I. I guess that's kind of relevant to the point that we're making. Have they stuck in the membrane? I don't think so. But yeah, you're right. This song did not stick in my mind either, nor did the video clip for that matter. But once I'd researched it, this is the thing, that prior to the release of this song, she was on a tour in England, actually, I think in Manchester. I have to look at it here. But there was basically a suicide bomber who detonated a improvised explosive device in the foyer area in Manchester Arena, apparently, just after a Ariana Grande concert. So
he was led to terrorism because of the music.
Well, it's not a direct link. I think it was just a fucking piece of shit. But he detonated this bomb in the foyer where there were parents waiting to pick up their kids or whatever, teenage kids or whatever it is, after the show. About 200 people were injured and 22 people were killed. And this actually really affected Ariana and the crew, and all the people that worked with her and all that were very, upset about it. And apparently she had some big sort of, not a breakdown, but she just sort of didn't do music for a while, went back, hung out with her family, tried to embrace life. She was pretty affected by it because she's pretty much just still a kid, she's in her early 20s. And then she put out this song, which, was like her first song after that. And so No Tears Left to Cry and all the crap that goes with it is apparently a kind of a song about getting back on your feet and saying, okay, well, I'm not going to let that get me down. And you'll see that from all the YouTube comments of people saying, hey, you've given me reason to live and all that sort of thing. And in the video clip itself, there is 22 dancers, you see. So that represents the 22 people that died. And then at the end, she is in a garden or something, and then you see her, or I don't know if she releases it, but there's a bumblebee, I think, which is somehow the symbol of Manchester, if I'm not mistaken, or one of the symbols of Manchester, apart from ecstasy, the happy face from the Happy Mondays, or what they're called. But yeah, so she releases the bee, but I couldn't see it because YouTube had a fucking big ad stuck in front of it. So,
yeah, right.
It's like, thanks. That's really, celebrating it. But anyway, the point is the subtext of that, okay, now it's got a deeper meaning to me, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's an entirely synthetic video clip.
It just sounds soulless. It's got no soul, man.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You can't get from that she has a great voice.
Like say someone like Lana Del Rey. She's got a great voice too, but she's got good songs.
Well, she sounds a lot more real.
That's a modern singer I can get behind.
Yeah, well, there you go. But let's have a look at the lyrics, though, that go with the song here. The first verse says, right now, I'm in a state of mind I want to be in like all the time. I'm not sure if that's a misprint because it makes no sense to me. Ain't got no tears left to cry, so I'm picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, I'm picking it up, I'm picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, oh yeah. I'm picking it up, yeah. Picking it up, yeah. Loving, I'm living, so we turning up. Yeah, we turning it up. That's the first thing.
It sounds like she's picking up garbage.
She's picking up something. She's picking up fucking diseases. I mean, I don't know what she's doing, like from airports that she's traveled to. She's getting kind of, rashes and shit. Ain't got no tears in my body. I ran out, but boy, I like it. I like it. I like it. See, I don't know what that means. She likes not having tears, or she likes boys?
She's moistureless.
Yeah, she's moistureless, but she likes having no moisture, which is probably dangerous.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that helps, the 22 people that died, for her to suffer from dehydration. I don't know how that helps the memory of the dead. But anyway, then she goes on, don't matter how, what, where, who tries it, we're out here, we're vibing. We vibing, we vibing. Okay? Don't matter how, oh no, sorry, I'm repeating the same lyrics, but that probably won't matter. Coming out, I don't think that means that she's a lesbian. Even when it's raining down, can't stop now, can't stop, so shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, and if you don't know, then now you know it, babe. Know it, babe. Yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
I mean, you could take any song, though, and when you just... Some songs, like, Bird is a Word,
yeah.
That seems meaningless, because that's the only lyric.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, it is meaningless.
Put it in the song, and it's a winner.
I see what you mean. Yeah, true.
Put a bit of music on. But, like, this is just nothing. This is like, cheese singles without cheese in it.
She's doing what? She's in the...
It's like a cheese single.
Yeah.
With the cheese taken out.
Ah, right. I thought it was like being in the TV show Cheers.
Oh, right, yeah.
If she
that would be a nightmare.
Ariana Grande is stuck in... What is that in Boston that was set in? I thought it was meant to be New York, like every other goddamn show, but... I think
it was Boston, I think.
Yeah. I would have loved to have gone to that pub and met Ted Danson.
Yeah, and Woody Harrelson.
Oh, he was okay. But Ted Danson, though, is just weird. I don't know why he's alive.
Becca? Did you ever watch Becca?
Yeah, that was good.
I like Becca. I used to watch it on Star.
Yeah. Oh, that was heaps good. He was a blind black man?
Oh, there was a blind black man, yeah.
I thought that was him. That was his name again? Travis Bickle.
Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was really good. I mean,
I respect Ted Danson.
Yeah. So do I. I mean, to put on the black face makeup and stuff.
Yeah, but he was going at Whoopi Goldberg. See, it was a joke.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and her name came from the fact that she used to fart all the time.
Really?
Yeah, but Ted Danson liked that. That was his favourite thing on a Sunday morning, was to have a Dutch oven with Whoopi. After he's just, I don't know, probably gone down on her and then said, let's just do one of those for old time's sake, eh?
Yeah, ironically, her real name's Fart.
Her real name's Fart Mackenzie.
Fart Mackenzie, she changed it to Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't? If your name was Fart Mackenzie, of course you'd change it to Whoopi Goldberg. I guess.
But this reminds me of this song. Everyone likes the smell of their own farts.
Is that?
It's a saying, you know.
What's the song of that?
The song that we're fucking explaining.
Oh yeah, well, may as well.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Ariana. I don't know what it is, but her name just does not stick in my mind. I've never heard of her. I'm trying desperately to remember her name, to remember the song.
Yeah. I felt similar disappointment the other day. I went to Hungry Jack's, right?
Yeah.
I had a doctor's appointment, and I thought, I've got 20 minutes to kill. So I went in and I ordered the double bacon stacker, right?
Mm.
And I thought it'd be 2 burgers, but it was 2 pieces of bacon.
There's 2 pieces of bacon, and then the burger. Wow.
Yeah. But by the way they titled it, you thought, you're getting 2 burgers and some bacon.
Right.
It was 2 bits of bacon on a burger.
Oh, hang on. No, sorry. I thought you meant it was 2 meat patties with 2 pieces of bacon on either side in lieu of the actual buns.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because you've heard of those kind of crazy concepts, like maybe KFC with a chicken burger with 2 other pieces of chicken as the actual bun. So you end up with 3 pieces of burger, or 3 pieces of chicken, I should say.
Well, it's Hungry Jack's is opposite McDonald's in the city.
Oh, that's
one day I want to get a Big Mac from the McDonald's and run over the road and order a Whopper and shove it inside the Whopper and film it, myself eating it.
Do it as quick as possible. You got to do it at the same time, practically.
Yeah, I might need someone to order one.
Yeah.
The other burger, so they're both fresh.
Yeah. Could be in the Guinness Book of Records if you get the timing right, you know. I mean, you might actually cause the universe to invert.
I might get like 20 YouTube views like our last video.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, it's amazing how popular we've become since the last couple we've released.
Yeah.
I'm just getting constantly barraged by all these weird people saying, who are you? What are you doing tonight?
Yeah, and our stats have gone down on our WordPress page.
Oh, have they? Cool.
Yes. People were subscribing for ages, and since we started the podcast, people have stopped subscribing.
Yeah, right. Well, we've given up the type word. We haven't got time to type. It's easy just to talk, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a dictaphone. You know, practically, literally, it is a dictaphone. And obviously people don't like that. They want the old rustic words.
We've jumped the shark.
I think we've jumped multiple sharks and octopuses and every other kind of weird. I think we've suffocated on a fish finger.
But I think we just keep plugging away, you know, and we'll get those sponsorships coming in.
Yeah, well, what about for the, what was it again, the pork thing? Meatloaf? The
pork meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing. When you sent that picture of it, it made me... I had feelings I've never felt before. I can't really describe.
I've got some weird feelings from eating it.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. It looked radioactive in the picture. I felt sort of... I don't know if I should have stopped you, but you look so happy in the picture. I just thought, well, if you're going to die from it, at least you'll die a happy man, it looks like, you know.
Yeah.
It looked like you're eating an abortion, but I'm not sure. A deep-fried abortion. But, you know.
Some happy pigs, you know.
Yeah, all stuck together.
Some happy pigs.
Yeah, of course they're happy. I mean, they're happy.
I like to eat meat, and I like to smoke.
Yeah. Well, you've got to have things you enjoy. You know? I mean, you enjoy those things, but did you enjoy, and it sounds obviously like you did, No Tears Left to Cry, Ariana Grande, did you enjoy it?
I give it 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 for just fucking giving it a go.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was shit. It was really depressing, actually.
Well, I'll give you a bit more facts here. Now, Ariana Grande 25 years of age. She's been, doing music for about 5 years. She did a little bit of work for Nickelodeon, but her net worth something around about 45 million, which is not too bad. In the age of, I don't know if that's all from tours. I assume she could probably make money just from YouTube. Who knows? But she's got 45 million. Now, the person who worked on the album, or at least this song with her, I'd never heard of him, and he probably likes it that way, Max Martin. Now, he's done the production, supposedly, keyboards, bass, drums, percussion, and programming. He also wrote the song. I mean, that's part of what he does. Now, his net worth is in the region of about $270 million.
Yeah, right.
Now, he has written songs for the Backstreet Boys, Westlife, Britney Spears, Celine Dion, Kelly Clarkson, Marion Raven, the Veronicas, Pink, Usher, Avril Lavigne, Jessie J, Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera, Taylor Swift, and of course our favorite artist of all time, Ariana Grande. And
shit, I feel like nauseous.
Yeah,
just from that list.
That is a hell of a list.
It's not the Meatloaf talking.
It could be. It's hard to know. Is the money talking? Because Jesus. He has songwriting royalties on all those artists, which are just some of the obviously biggest artists or arseholes or whatever you want to call them.
Well, there's a lot of money in creating bland shit for teenagers, like.
Well, this is the thing, though. Is it all bland shit? Because some of
it is. Songs, it's not us being old. It's not.
But not all of it's bland. I think this Ariana Grande one's definitely pretty bland. But the Backstreet Boys, some of their songs are very, very catchy.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to introduce the top 10 downloaded or viewed songs of all time on YouTube.
Okay, go for it.
I had a quick listen to them because half of them I didn't know actually who they were.
Yeah.
Now, these are ones that have exceeded more than 2 billion views, if you can believe that.
Yeah, right.
The only one I recognized straight away, well, actually, there was a couple I did recognize. One of them is, there's 2 Taylor Swift songs in the top 10.
Yeah.
Shake It Off, which...
Yeah, right, yeah.
Do you remember the song Shake It Off?
Yeah, let's see, that one's all right.
Well, it's catchy. It's pretty catchy, yeah.
I when I first watched it, I had to shake it off, if you know what I mean.
Oh, for sure. No, I don't know. Sorry, you're not talking about wanking.
Oh, of course not. No, I meant jogging.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, that's fair enough. I thought you just would have danced gleefully to her song in a nice dress and felt your feminine side.
Yeah.
My mouse seems to have stopped working, so that whole part about you fucking piece of
shit. I wouldn't
shit.
recognise the fucking who's doing it anyway. Like, I'm old.
Well,
we're old.
I'm so old.
No one cares about our podcast. No one gives a fuck about our podcast, man.
No one cares about the podcast. They don't care about the bloody pork meatloaf that you had tonight. They don't care that I've got dreams about being rich and famous. Like some pathetic old turd that could have been, and it's like, fuck, my mouse doesn't even work. Everything's broken, Dan. Why is Ariana Grande the most bloody popular artist of 2018? Why is this song so meaningful to people when it's so vacuous?
Man, I wish Madonna was back on the charts, because Madonna had some tunes.
Madonna had some tunes, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think so. Borderline. I think I broke my laptop, man. I just started smashing it violently.
Oh, no.
I've had too much to drink. I've become abusive.
I should probably let you go then.
Yeah. I can't remember.
It's just so depressing, this song. Seriously, like, I lost my will to live. I couldn't get through the whole clip the first time, like...
No, it's too much. It's too much. I mean, you think about all the people that died in a suicide thing, and you almost wish you were one of them. Just so you didn't have to live in a world where this vacuous shit is worshipped as so goddamn meaningful. As if
I watched the clip. Next thing you know, I'm buying a fucking pork meatloaf.
It's suicide by food.
Yeah.
It's as long as you. It's like a death row meal. But still, no one listens to us. But, it makes us feel good. So some people enjoy Ariana Grande. Some people...
I want to, by our 100th episode, we'll have -1 view, and I won't care. Because I'm proud. I'm proud of our work.
You're a proud Texan.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good, man. That's the main thing. Let's just sit back and enjoy the body of our work up until now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The big, muscular body of it. Put some oil on it. Oil on the chest. All right, mate. Well, look, being real as usual, it is a sad episode, though. There's a sadness. The victims of the Manchester bombing, the victims of popular music, old men sitting on the porch eating pork meatloaf, just shedding a tear for popular music.
Yeah.
I'm
getting old and my meatloaf's getting cold.
Yeah, man.
So I'm going to go.
It's, I'm having technical problems here. This mouse has just refused to work. I don't know what's going on. But one of the songs was from that, the Fast and the Furious episode 8 or episode 9. I think the one where the guy died, they had to CGI him in or something.
Right.
But it was a song.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. No, the best song was Gangnam Style. I mean, Gangnam Style was the first song to get over 2 billion views.
Yeah, we should have done that song.
Well, we'll save it for episode 100.
Yeah.
As a celebration of life, But this is episode 4. Ariana Grande, Lost the Will to Live is the song. And it is just one of those most hopeful, aspiring songs that make you think, yeah, I can do it, man. I can do it. I was going to give up. I was going to jump in front of a fucking train. But now I've listened to this fucking song. There's nothing I can't do.
Yeah.
I can eat fucking pork meatloaf. I can do anything.
And if you drop it on the meatloaf on the floor, you can pick it up.
Oh, yeah. Take it and shove it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful life. I think this is it.
See you in episode 5, mate.
Yep.
Keep it real.
Keep it real, man. All right.
Ciao.
Video explain.